Hello everyone, Exodus here, getting ready to continue on with our adventures at planet 4546b. I didn't run out of creativity, oh no, you just haven't heard me call it that. This is back at Subnautica. We're going to continue on, but we're not going to do too terribly much today, more so cover what exactly are we doing in this game. Up to this point, it's just been survival. And our poor guy has no idea what's going on, aside from the fact that he is very, very sick right now and needs to get better before he can be saved. We will look at this real quick from the perspective of the person we're playing as. We crashed on an alien planet. We're getting all these signals to do this, do that. We find alien technology. We witness our rescue be blown up and then get told that in order to be saved, we need to cure ourselves. We have no idea how to do that, really. That's where discovering alien facilities kick in. And then we get the technology we need and the information for facilities to find other facilities. We're going to cover all that so we know where we're going today. Well, where we're going in the future. Hello. Where we're going in the future. More so, because I just want to get everybody on square one before we get into the big part of the game. I did a little bit of research, and they've made so many changes that I might have a lot more to this game than I originally thought. So, first thing first, the whole reason Altera and our ship was sent here, the Aurora, was a rescue mission, a search and rescue mission. I've been trying to get everything in order so I can explain it as best as I can. Basically, the Altera Corporation sent the Aurora on a mission to find the Degassi, which is the people we actually found structures for in the island, on that island. As I was exploring, I might have footage, I might not. If I do, I'll slip it in there. But as I was exploring, I found another Degassi base, so to speak. The one we had originally, and I covered some of the PDAs for, were on the island. And it basically explained that they were shot down and forced to survive on this island they discovered. What we don't really know for sure is what happened to them. They entered the waters. They went and made new homes. And their new homes took them into the mushroom biome. The purple caves. They, if I have footage, you either seen it or will see it. So I suppose I could go ahead and read more of these. Or I could just leave the information on the screen long enough for everybody to pause the video and read it themselves. That might be easier. My throat's killing me. Where I live, there is a lot of smoke right now. So I want to try to make this clear and simple. We, my character and the ship I came on, was here to save these people. These people have gone deeper into the ocean. Let's see if I can find the information that's important. Let's see. No. Give me an opportunity to pause and read some of this. This is when they're down in the mushroom biome, in the little purple mushroom cave. They're talking about how they're struggling to survive. All they have are marble melons that they can grow indoors and the local fish, because everything else in the cave was poisonous, the mushrooms and whatnot. Wow. Okay. Here's where Paul, the father, is saying the mercenary they hired, Maida, wants to build a home even deeper, and this is one thing that I'm going to have to find. Boy, the way they make it sound, though, they can live forever. Again, you guys are more than welcome to pause this and read it if you want. I was going to read it, but the more I talk, the more irritated my lungs are starting to feel, and it's just totally annoying. If I find the important information, I will cover it. But basically, they want to go deep. The one woman wants to go deeper. Paul, who's the quote-unquote captain of the Degassi, is saying, no, I didn't even want to go in the ocean in the first place. This is what this is. This is the discussion right here. Paul, we're already 200 meters below sea level. You want to go deeper? Margaret, look around us, Chief. I see water leaking through the hole, water outside the hatch. We're drowning, real slow. If rescue arrives, whatever shot us down is going to do it again and again until it's shut off. This is the dilemma we're at, because we had the needle stick us in the arm, and it said, you cannot shut down this gun. We need to get cured. I believe in the last episode I had, we got to see the growths on me, the cysts, the green spots and the cracks. Why wouldn't off switch any more likely be half a kilometer down, Margaret? It's a hunch. That alien gizmo we found, it's got something to do with all this, and we found it down here, not up there. And this is referring to, when I was in that base, I found an artifact fragment, or one of them things that we used to open the doors, artifact. Hello again. Ooh. If you didn't have to go bathroom before, maybe you do now. But basically, she wants to go deeper to try to shut the gun off. This is the game's way of saying, hey, maybe me as the player should go down deeper. Paul, what is that thing? Margaret, I don't know. I found it outside in the mud. Paul, part of another ship? None I see. It's not even scratched. This must be the artifact that they're talking about right there. I need to find their next base. I'm not quite sure where it is. I might have to do some research and find out. But that's what we need to find before we go build our new home next to that big, cool tree you should have seen in the last couple videos. I think it's the last video. That's basically where we as a player are at. Now we've got all this alien stuff that we've discovered. And one thing that I've noticed is I'm going to have to go to the other alien bases up here on the surface to activate teleporters. That's going to take time. We will do that, but not in this episode. I just want everybody to understand what we're going to do in the future. Hopefully the future will happen fast and clean. Let's see if we can pick anything important out of here to help us understand what's going on. What we know as far as the aliens are concerned right now is that they have data facilities that we got the information for here that we're going to look at, more particularly what's wrong with us. And then they have the warp gates, and then their actual research facilities. So we got information archives, warps, and what they were actually doing. Pretty much self-explanatory. If you would like to read this stuff, I will leave it here for you for a second. More than welcome to pause. Take a quick read of it. I will highlight the more important stuff, such as the ion crystals. That's the alien's main power source. I'm just going to say alien for now because we haven't really gotten a name for them outside of Precursor, and I don't know if that's actually their name. Hello again! Again, take a chance to pause. This terminal was, okay, 4546B. That is the planet, if you read that on the top line there, that we are currently on in their system. I think this is basically explaining that the aliens are extremely smart and extremely well prepared. They did not want the disease that's on this planet to get out. The disease that's on this planet was brought to this planet by the aliens. And we will go ahead and click that right here. Karar contagion profile. Karar, that's the disease. This is what the game's evolved around, is the Karar here. First encountered during routine network expansion on outer worlds. Pandemic development. Network error resulted in routine quarantine procedure failure. Contagion was uploaded to and spread quickly through the core worlds, which means planet to planet. Confirmed deaths, 143 billion individuals. I'm imagining that's at least human-esque intelligence, not necessarily animals, but I could be wrong. 143 billion, though, that's quite a few. That's a lot of planets, that's a lot of things. Bacterial mechanisms. Attaches to healthy living cells and mutates the basic genetic structure. Your body's genetic structure is virtually being manipulated. Symptoms, stage 1, none, which we could testify. Stage 2, gradual immune system failure. As you could tell as I was playing, my character sneezed a lot. If you couldn't tell, that's okay, because I couldn't either. Stage 3, unpredictable alterations to biological structure. At one exploration, I accidentally pooped myself deep down in the ocean. That's what that is. But it's okay. We got diapers now. Stage 4, complete shutdown of executive function. I don't think we've hit that point yet, but we do got little growy green things, so I'm pretty sure we're close to shutdown of executive function, which I believe is the disease saying, hey, there's the brain. Click. Light switch off. You're dead. Emergency steps taken. Core worlds quarantined. Bacterial samples distributed to isolated disease research facilities for vaccine development. We now have the disease research facility. That is where we were in the last episode at like 850 down. And that's where we're going to build our new home, is in that area. So let's go ahead and take a look at that one too, because it's going to be very, very important. This device contains functional information regarding a second alien facility on the planet. The facility was built at a depth of 700 meters, approximately 1 kilometer southwest of the surface facility. Disease Research Facility. Personnel 7. Function, live specimen study. Objective, synthesis of antidote for highly infectious bacterium designed Karar. So if there was a cure in there, it wasn't there now. That's what that point of that building that was destroyed was for, was to try to cure it. Method, infection of live specimens with bacteria, observation of immune response, surviving specimens sent to primary facility for further analysis. See, that statement, that means, okay, this guy did not get infected. Let's go ahead and send him deeper and see if we can get a cure out of him. So the aliens aren't necessarily out there trying to kill everybody. They're trying to cure a disease. But what ended up happening is the disease got out and infected the entire planet. Remote containment and research sites to reduce risk of contagion. Off-site thermal power generator. Ground to air. So off-site thermal power generator. So that's the thermal plant. That's where all the power goes to all these things. We'll have to go there, and that's coming up soon. Ground to air quarantine enforcement platform. That's the gun. In the event of an outbreak, quarantine procedure will be automatically enforced with immediate effect. The quarantine enforcement platform will target all incoming and outgoing craft to prevent the spread of infection off-world. In other words, it's not a, hey, don't land here, you're going to disease and kill a lot of people. It's, you're dead. We're going to shoot you down, not even risk it. Pretty rough. Damage report. This is what happened, I think, to the facility, because it was wrecked. I mean, it was totally annihilated. Leviathan detected at facility perimeter, closing at high speed. Exterior wall impacted with massive force. Lifeform Containment Unit 7, Leviathan eggs breached. General structural integrity compromised. Immediate specimen destruction protocol initiated. 314 specimens destroyed, 1 specimen unaccounted for. That's where your disease got out. Evacuating staff to off-site sanctuaries. Planetary quarantine protocol initiated at the following sites. Ground-to-air quarantine enforcement platform, power plant, primary containment facility. Meaning they were all locked down. We'll need to get keys to get in there, and I'm hoping I can find them because I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Warning, infected individuals may not leave the planet. Next is this Leviathan skeleton I want to click on, and that's the skeleton we saw laying in the middle of that platform by the destroyed facility. I believe this is the guy who destroyed the facility.
Dehydration detected.
Now you're fine. Oh, you know what? Let's humor her. Gulp.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, this is him. A semi-intact skeletal structure belonging to an unidentified Leviathan. Sea Emperor. Head trauma. There is clear evidence of physical trauma to the head. The damage is so severe it must have been received shortly before death, somewhere nearby, likely caused by a high-speed collision, which we just read in the damage report. Age. The skeletal has been well preserved, but calcium decay suggests an approximate time of death around 1,000 years ago. Bone growth suggests the creature itself was in the egg-laying stage of its life cycle. Just trying to free its babies. That's all it was doing. Pretty intense. So that's who we're going to be dealing with. Kind of for the rest of the game. Not necessarily the Leviathans above or the Ghost Leviathan, but the Sea Emperors. I can't wait to introduce you all to him. The Warpers. You've seen them. They make that horrifying sound. Their objective is to hunt and kill anything with the disease. They'll teleport to it. Like me, they will literally pull me out of my vehicle and try to murder me. And then I have to teleport me out. And I have to swim for my life. It's terrible. It's terrible. But that's what this is explaining them and how they're built. They're just robots, basically. You know, smart robots, but robots built by the aliens. This is basically explaining the alien sanctuary that I discovered in previous episodes. More than welcome to pause, take a quick read of it. Wouldn't hurt nothing, then you have an idea of their basics. The alien artifacts, that's what I'm going to have to be hunting down. I've built some, I might have to build more, which I need diamond for. Ugh. And I believe that's kind of getting down to the basic gist of what's going on. We need to get deeper, find out what happened to these aliens, this disease that's infected us. We got to get it off of us so we can shut down the gun. Again, I'm giving you the opportunity to read these. These are pretty short. Quick pause, scan, go on. No point in making this a big deal, because if we were in this situation, we wouldn't care too much about the details, more so what information we can extract to save ourselves. And that is, we need to find more alien information. And it begins with going back to that destroyed facility, going in that room we didn't have an artifact for, and seeing what information is hiding there. But we're up to speed now. We're up to speed. It'll be a lot easier now that everything's unchecked, well, in the alien area, because we're going to be doing a lot of alien stuff. But everything's unchecked, so we can come to it real quick while we're on the game, on the play, and we'll stay up to speed with the story and the progress of what's going to happen. So, perfect. The rest of this is kind of just basic stuff. We don't really care. It's kind of information, background information. I personally may read it sometime. If you'd like to pause and read it yourselves, go for it. I'm giving you that opportunity now. As somebody who may have never seen this or heard any of this before, if you have, excellent. Skip on. We're not going to worry too much about flora, fauna, coral, although we will do a little bit of poking to read more on some of the things out there, like, I don't have them. We'll have to get the peepers. The peepers, I've learned, are very important to the planet and what's going on. So, hopefully everybody obtained some information from this. We're diseased. We need to get cured and shut a gun off. That's the basic thing. We're going to go build a home at about 900 meters deep, which means the sea moth, he can't go. He's done. He's going to stay home here. Speaking of which, before you think I'm destroying the place, I am. I've been slowly dismantling this place. Not necessarily going to take everything, but we are going to take a lot. I took a lot of the structures that might have been here before. You're coming with me. We're going to move. But I will leave this here because I have to activate a whole bunch of teleporters up here kind of on the surface. And I think it would behoove me to do that in the next episode. Give the sea moth one last true trip. That way we still need this place. We don't want to completely abandon it, but we are moving. We are moving. Finally. Let's I believe in the next episode, the next adventure, we will go ahead and explain all the changes I've done to my equipment, although some of it's pretty much the same. But what I'm personally wearing is different. And the stuff we'll be using to go deep. And then we will also try to take a look at the other alien facilities up here. I didn't want to, but it looks like I have to. So I'll have to look up locations, go there, show them off real quick, activate them. We're done. We can start the real scary, fun, neat, pretty cool, awesome, totally tubular stuff. I'm excited. I don't know if I'm going to take him. He might stay. So thank you, everybody. I hope you got something out of this. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. If you didn't, comment. Let me know what you want to know, if anything. I'll try to cover everything as it comes up. Or if I miss something, I will try to cover it and recap on it. But for right now, we need to consider... Got water. I'm going to have to move some of that stuff over to my Cyclops. And then I am going to... Hello. I am going to focus on finding those teleporters. So, thank you everybody for checking this out. I sure hope you enjoyed. And until the next time, take it easy. Peace.